Alright, I'm going to play with the tilt grade bucket from AMI here a little bit. And I messed with it some the other day right after I hooked it up, and then it's pretty much rained every day since I hooked the bucket up, and I just have not been able to do anything with it. It's not exactly dry right now, but I'm going to run it anyhow, mess with it and play with it, and kind of try to get the feel of it a little bit more. What I did was, years ago when I built the place here and put the road in and everything, I cut these swales. You see where it comes out at right there. Go into that culvert. I did it with a box blade with some hydraulic rippers on it. And you can cut a swale real good with a box blade. It's real simple to do. And it's actually pretty cool to do. It takes you a little while to do it. But this right here ought to be a lot more efficient, which I probably won't be that efficient with it today. There's some of you guys out there watch these videos who the grade work and stuff like that, that's what y'all do every day. So this would be nothing to y'all. I could come out here and tell y'all, hey, put me a swale from here to here, make it look good, and say later taters, and sit on the tree over there and drink lemonade, and you'd have it knocked out probably about 10 minutes and be over there drinking lemonade with me. However, I don't do this every day with a grade bucket. I have run a grade bucket a little bit, so it's not going to be as affluent to me is the same flip-flop as if you came to my job and I told you to load a load of hardwood pulpwood. I would probably be sitting there watching you for a little while do it. So we're gonna play with it. I've got some work to do with the grade bucket. I've got a really big job to do with it, and it has just got to dry up some to be able to do it. So let's learn this thing together here, and stay tuned at the end of the video. It'll show me installing the hydraulics and stuff for the grade bucket there too. So perfection, this will not be perfection, I can promise you that. This is going to be a learning experience. I got to remember that, Tim, even though I'm a perfectionist. So we're gonna cut. Ground's a little bit wet. We'll see what she does here, how it acts, how it peels it back, how I can finesse it, shave with it, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll just stay tuned here. I got the tractor over here, so as I accumulate a pile of dirt, I can throw it in the bucket and I can take it around the corner over there and pile it where I'm gonna pile it at. Oh, and we're gonna eyeball this thing too. I don't have all my laser stuff. I've had a little snafu on that. The rest of it is coming Friday. I'll explain all that later too. So y'all hang back. So that's not too bad, about 20 feet there or so I guess, and held it pretty steady. I don't want anything very extravagant. All I want to do is give the water a distinct path to get down there to that culvert. That's what I want to do, because I want to still be able to cross it very easily with the lawnmower and all that good stuff like that, and you know, the Ranger going across it. So we're going to proceed on. I'll give you all a little bit different camera angle here. I'm going to come back and I'm going to catch this other side now and go down through there with this other side. Now I probably could have done it with the, of course, setting the side shift over, but we gotta crawl before we walk, people. Okay, we gotta crawl before we walk. You know what I mean? So this is where I'm at. I took some of this knob off right here, shaved it off, and then we run on down with the swale right there. Like cutting slopes, that thing's gonna be a ticket. I would have given my right leg to have that thing last summer when I did all that landscaping work on that job where we put all them steps in and all that mess. It would have made my life a lot easier having that thing right there. I'll tell you something else too. I kind of started filling this in with dirt over here and just taking some dirt here, because this was actually, I had some horses over here and these horses kind of messed this spot up. Well, it wasn't my horses, I was renting this pasture out when I was doing that, but so this was cut back all the way to that post right there. So I started filling this in with this dirt, and I didn't film this, but I was throwing that dirt in there and I was just taking that bucket and then feathering it back out. That worked really good. I'm anxious to like grade out some limestone, stuff like that, like crush and run, stuff like that. I believe that's gonna, that would work real good on that too. But like cutting on the side of a slope, that thing's gonna be all right there, because it'll run. Let me flip this handle down here. See, it's 45 degrees either way. The cool thing about this machine, when you buy this thing from AMI, this bucket runs about $5 grand, about what it runs right here, give or take. It comes with some flow controls that you can put in line right there on it, and you can adjust the flow to slow it down, because a lot of these machines, the flow is going to be pretty good on them to where it's going to slam. But on this Kubota right here, you actually can control the flow on it in the computer, so you can slow it down or speed it up. I don't like my stuff to slam on anything, so I've got it set to where it's right there to where it won't slam. It's enough to where if you're digging with it and you need to bump it and finesse it some, you know, one way or the other, kind of line things up, you can do that too. But boy, you could cut at 45, boy, you could cut that. That's a pretty good slope right there. But it'll take me a little bit more to get the feel of it, just a few more hours on it. But all in all, right out of the box, I like it a good bit, man. That thing's it's gonna be a huge benefit for me right there, I tell you. Darn it, the dirt. Look at that pile of dirt right there, man. That's half a dump truck load right there. And then over there, sliced out some real good topsoil. I'll save it, I'll put it in a pile, and I'll save it for other little projects around here to do. Me, y'all ready to see this thing run? I am. We're about to. Give me a few minutes here and we'll get her done. Anytime you ever have hydraulic hoses made up, always clean them out. Very common mistake that people make, and it can cost you later on down the road too, because there can be a piece of hose rubber in there. You don't want that to get in your control valve. All right, this thing's pretty simple to do. You just get your hose links right on it. You're gonna need to allow a little bit of play on them. And it's a quick thing. Yep, it's gonna work. That's a Parker, and this is a Stussy. It's an Italian made one. So just take the cap off here. It may have some, may put some oil out. Let's see. I ain't worried about it. Screw it on, get your bend in the right place. How you want it. I'll try it right there. It's a 3/8 line, 3/8 fittings. JIC. Snug it down. And then I had to adapt it to that right there. Had to adapt it twice because I think that's a 3/4. Adapt it down to that 3/8 JIC. I went ahead and got my other fittings for the next item I got coming in. I went ahead and did that. Well, quick connects. I don't have a hose because I don't know how the hose is going to hook up. I don't know what fittings will be on the hose either. So we'll cross that bridge once that unit comes in. I think there's a lot of people who are kind of baffled as to what I'm going to have, where I'll take that thumb off. There's a couple of people who have it figured out. I've seen in the comments where they have it figured out. All right, that's perfect. It's that bow right there that'll give that thing to make a full flex right there on it, and it won't be sticking out too far. It's an art to doing them hoses to get them right, and if we hadn't done, I don't know how many of them, you know, fitting them up, I probably wouldn't do it right. It'd take me a while to get it right, but so that one's on there. Let's go over into the other side. If you don't have brake cleaner on the hose to clean them out, let me say this too, just blow air through it, which I put brake cleaner through it and I blow air through it, both. That way, I got a cleaner that goes through it. Because you don't want a piece of rubber or any kind of contamination to get back in your hydraulic system. Okay. Got that one there. Alright. Upon aimlessly searching for it, I finally found it over there. Sitting on top of some other stuff right where I left it laying. Y'all don't ever do that, do you? I only have like a billion things going on in my big little brain all the time. I want to show you a trick how to make this work. Got to get the pressure off these things all day. Let's see if that did it right. Nope. Yeah, it just about got it. There it went. Okay. All right. So that's the diverter right there. So now rather than oil going to the thumb, it goes to the bucket now. And same thing on this side. It's just a half turn Right here. Alright, she's armed. All I gotta do now is crank it up, and it should work. We'll see. Alright, I hadn't cranked it up yet. We'll just kind of do an overview on it. This one was simple to hook up. It already had, everything was plumbed up on it. It just had caps on the fittings there. They put 45s on it, which was pretty sweet. Just allow a little bit of on the hose where it puts a little bit of a bow in it. Perfect, still sets good. Pretty tight against the boom right there. You don't want stuff sticking out, you know. And that's pretty nice right there. Looks really good. And same thing on this side. Just take the cap off, flip the diverters around where they need to go. Let me get my cap here. This line right here is a case drain line right there. That's what that is. All right, we're gonna crank her up and see if she'll work or not here. So hang tight. I'm gonna set the camera up and y'all gonna see it firsthand right here. All right, I've got the camera sitting here where I can see it. I still have not cranked the machine up yet, I promise. And so y'all gonna get to see it when I do. I'll run it all the way one way and all the way the other way, push all the air out of it, and then she'll be ready to go. So here we go. Alright, so I can adjust the flow on this thing. Let's go over here. Okay. Right there. Make sure the hoses are clear. That's all the way in. It looks good. All the hoses are sitting right. It's just right there where they're at. All right, they got all the grease fittings on this side, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead. They got grease in it, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again after I wiggle it there a little bit. I want to see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Anything new, I like to grease the fool out of it. Oh yeah. want to make sure that grease gets worked in there real good.